What's up? Welcome to the channel. And in today's video I'm going to bring to you what you're doing wrong and we're going to fix it. The most important thing is a lot of YouTubers are telling you to go to separate areas to farm for XP, weapon XP, gold. Listen, it's all garbage because now you're making your grind even longer. Okay? Number one, you don't have to worry about gold. You're going to get plenty of gold. Number two, you don't have to worry about Cooper because you're going to get plenty of Cooper. Number three, you don't have to go on a module farm. You're going to get modules. Period. So going to all those places, you're limiting yourself. There's only one place you need to go to level up and get gold. One place. And on top of that, you're going to get your amorphous material. And that's what you need. And the reason why you need your amorphous material is because you're never going to run out of crystallization blueprints, and you're never going to run out of your energy activator blueprints, because you're going to have enough amorphous material to constantly just go farm them bosses. So we're going to watch this video really quick, and I'm just going to prove it to you. On any character that you want to level up, it is not the bunny cave, it is not any other place in the game besides block Cooper mining. From a level 1 character, you're going to go from level 1 to 24 or from 1 to 27, depending on if you're running a bunny or a Freya. Okay, that's where you're going to hit that 27 mark when you're trying to level that up. All you have to do in block Cooper mining is follow the bunny or the Freya. The reason for that is when the bunny runs in and activates the enemies, you run in and you back out far enough away to where they're getting killed and you're getting the XP. You're going to put 3 weapons on and you're going to level them up as well. And within 10 minutes, if you have a Freya in your game, the game is over. You got all the XP. Game 2, you're going to go from 24 to 34. Game 3, you're going to go from 34 to 40 with your character. So let's just watch the first one really quick and you'll see. Alright, so this is the 10th wave. It's going to start, we get into the mix of it, and now we're going to stay with the Freya. And in this game as well, I never once did anything. So as I'm running away, I'm still getting the XP from the kills that are happening from back there.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Burn.
At the end of this game, we got 3 amorphous material, 194,000 gold. Okay? I'm going to show you something else. This right here is the second game. I went from 24 to 34. I took a screenshot of it. Alright. I changed the weapons around because the Red Wolf, I was going to be able to rank up faster than the one I put on there. I realized I made a mistake, so that's why I put that on there. More importantly, we got amorphous material at the bottom. Plus 404,000 gold in 10 minutes. Okay? Now this was our last game right here from 34 to 40. This is going to happen every single time. So 3 games, 30 minutes, no more. Another 163,000 gold and 3 more amorphous materials at the bottom. Okay? That is like 700,000 plus gold in 30 minutes. More importantly though, you got the amorphous material, right? let's just go right here. Go down to your void intercept. And here we go. So this is after the update. We're going to get the variant pattern AB now. Okay. And before that, we were getting this pattern, 74. And we're still getting this one, I believe. Either way, you're getting the patterns. Okay. And you're never going to, there's your energy activator. You know how easy it is to kill the stunning beauty on normal? Come on. Here, I'm still going to be able to use these. Here's more energy activator blueprints that I can just go for. It's 1 minute to kill this boss, not even. And here's your crystallization catalyst blueprints. Very easy. Okay, don't go to the bunny cave. What are you getting at the bunny cave? You're not getting nothing else at the bunny cave besides a couple weapons, which is useless because this is just more important. Because if you want to get weapons, what you need to go and modules, all you have to do is just go to your map or come right over here to this red circle, the infiltrations, right? And you're gonna go do where the bonuses are for the extra 400%. All the weapons and modules you're gonna get, dismantle. You're gonna have your Cooper from the modules, or if you need to combine them, you're gonna have them. Just don't farm for one thing. And in the meantime, you want to know what's going to happen here? As you're farming for this, you're going to be getting 2 of these patterns every single time. Right? There's more crystallization blueprints. Very easy. Reward 2. Right? That's going to give you your energy activator blueprints. So every time you run this, you're getting amorphous material. You want the amorphous material because you're always going to be using the amorphous materials. You're always going to be grinding stuff, right? So there is no point in going to one place just to get gold and then having to go farm something else to get another thing. Do the farming where it's the easiest and where you get the most benefit from it. I'm not going to go to the bunny cave with my bunny to do that. That's just retarded. Okay? And a lot of YouTubers are going to tell you to do that. A lot of YouTubers are going to tell you to go get the gold by using the water and go private. You don't got to do none of that crap. That's a bunch of BS. You're making your grind longer. Modules, go. You don't need to do that. That all stops. You're just making your life more miserable than what it needs to be. Period. So that needs to stop. Okay? Second, when you're going to go farm for a material, let's say you're here, so let's just go right here. We're gonna go to access info. It's at the top of your screen. So when you look at your overall map, go to access info. So let's say you're gonna come right here and your crystallization catalyst, let's say you need more of this. All right, there are some very fast missions that you can do just to get that, and then you gotta quit the game, load back out, and then you're going back in and completing the game. That is pointless. That is pointless just to get the one material when you could be getting that material and more items at the same time, because you're gonna have to go here sooner or later, right? And you're gonna have to farm for those amorphous materials, right? So why not go there and get your molecule biogel? I have a video on it. You're gonna get the amorphous and the biogel from right there every minute. It's every minute. Yeah, you gotta go play a mission. Get out of a game. You gotta quit it. Go back to Albion. Go back. Load back in. As long as that takes, you're getting it here plus amorphous materials. There is no point just go farming for biogel and then nothing else. Now you've just doubled your grind, because eventually you're gonna have to come here to do something, and then guess what? You already could have had that amorphous material knocked out. while getting your biogel. That's what you're doing wrong. When you're going to go do a mission that says, oh yeah, we need this supply from here. Okay, maybe on hard it will have it. That was a pretty bad example. Let's just go here. Okay, there's going to be a spot in here where there's going to be bosses. Oh, here. Molecule biogel, for example. Perfect, right? There may be a mini boss that's going to spawn in, and then you're going to kill him and get your macromolecule biogel, and you're going to get it. Then you're going to exit the game and go refarm that. What was the point? You should have finished that game, because then you're going to get the amorphous material that comes along with it. 2 of them. Put the game on public. You're going to meet it every single time. You're never going to run out of these materials. There is no point in just running in, doing the mission, getting that macromolecule, closing it out, going to Albion, opening the game back up, coming back here. That takes a whole minute. I'm right over here, already doing it again, while you're still doing all this other stuff that some guy with 200,000 views told you to do. That does not mean he's right just because he's got views. Okay? Don't do that dumb stuff. You have to remember, yes, this game is grinding. You have to take it with a grain of salt. You cannot be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna get it. Man, take your time, have fun, and enjoy it. Don't think of the grind. Just constantly keep doing it. It gets easier. Okay? Especially when we're going here. It doesn't take long to accumulate 74 of the newer variant AB. It's not going to take long at all. Out of the couple games that I've played 1 game where I've gotten 5 across the board. And every game, I'm always getting at least 1 to 3. Period. Okay? This is easy. On top of that, you don't have to play just one mission to come down here and go see the ETO 0, right? If you're constantly leveling up your weapons, your characters, whatever you're doing, you're always getting something, okay? And then you can just come in here and sell the access stuff you need. You can get rid of the stuff that you don't need. Just get rid of them. Because you're going to have plenty of them, because you're getting the amorphous with everything that you're doing. So all those extra blueprints you don't need, just junk them. So if somebody tells you, oh yeah, just play this mission here to get, you don't got to do that. Not at all. You don't got to go play this one thing to just get that one item when you can be playing another thing and getting a bunch of different things at one time. That's what counts the most. When you open up your small map, I'm on Xbox, so I gotta hit my select button. I got my map, and up top it says access info, right? Everything here is gonna tell you where you can get it from. Everything. You don't have to go to a YouTube video to figure out a farm or what's the fastest way. Look for a strategic outpost every single time. If you're looking for a supply, see if there's a strategic outpost in the area and go get what you're trying to get at the strategic outpost first. Plain and simple. When you open up your larger map, down at the bottom right hand corner of your screen, make sure your game is set to hard difficulty, and you go down to difficulty reward levels. And when you open that up, if you're trying to farm a reactor, let's say you got the new Freya that's out, there you go play this region, go play a mission. You don't need to look up a YouTube video like, which one's the fastest mission? You don't have to do that. It's right here. Pick any one of these and just run it. repeatedly until you find what you're looking for. You don't gotta listen to some guy tell you to go do this. It's right here. It's right here. So if you listen to somebody to go tell you to go farm in the bunny cave, that is pointless. That's just bad info. Let's talk about your weapons. A lot of people are leveling up the wrong weapon to do the wrong thing. All right? So when you come here and you look at your weapon, oops, come over here, down in the left-hand corner on Xbox, it says weapon info, the select button. So if I hit that, it's going to tell me what my critical rate is at. This weapon gives you a 30 point. Matter of fact, if I switch off, it's a 39% critical hit rate. And your firearm critical hit damage is a 4.41. Okay? Or it's going to be at a 4%, well, times 4. All right. Either way, this is the weapon that you would want to build for a critical hit rate and a critical damage. You wouldn't go to your where is it? It's over here. It used to be behind me. Now it's up here. Right? You wouldn't want to go to a handgun. Say the last dagger, for example. Your firearm critical hit rate is at a 12%, and your firearm critical damage is at a 2x, right? This is not the weapon that you would want to turn into a critical hit rate or a critical damage. Look at the weapon stats before you put your modules on it. This is the weapon that you'd probably want to do something else with, like it has an attribute status effect trigger. But look at the weapon before you go to build it into something like your Python. That is far from critical hit rate and critical damage. That thing is a beast at weak point. So build your Python into weak point. The weapons tell you what their base stats are boosting. Then build that weapon accordingly. That is the best tip for weapons. Don't take a thunder cage and turn it into a weak point weapon. It's not worth it. Those stats are terrible for that. The Python, on the other hand, is insane. Let's talk about modules real quick. How do we get to 80? If you don't know, you got to go to module capacity up, and you're going to have to use an energy activator on that character that will boost you to 80. Okay? To get to 85, you've got to put a crystallization catalyst on your sub power. You gotta catalyze that. Okay? You have to. And then you get the +5 bonus. And then you have to catalyst the rest of these to get it maxed out. Okay? That is how you go from 60 to 80 and then 80 to 85. The best MP rank to reach is 20, because then you've unlocked max module capacity. Okay? Anything else after that is just bragging rights. That's it. So just try to get to 20. Level up your weapons, level up your characters, all on Block Cooper Mining, and before you know it, you're going to have so much amorphous material that you're not going to be worried about, oh man, I'm not going to be able to get my energy activator blueprints or your crystallization blueprints. You're going to get those blueprints. Just do it. I don't have a problem crafting any of that. I always stay with them, right? Because I just do the one thing. Now, let's say you need weapons because you need to get the to be able to craft your what are they called? Your fine adjustment control axes. You want that stuff? Go play on hard the 400%. You're gonna get all the weapons, get rid of them, and you'll be able to craft 500 at a time. You're gonna get 60,000 really, or 50,000 that you need really stinking quick. All right, don't play it on private. Just put it on public and just go. You're gonna be able to do them. They're not that hard. Let's talk about the preset. This is very important. The preset. So you have your weapons equipped that you want. Right? So you have the weapons equipped that you want. You've got your external components, you've got your reactor, and you're ready to go. So you come down to your preset. You go to the empty one that you want, and then save the current setting. There you go. Easy, right? Now you don't have to switch stuff around. Use your preset. I'm gonna delete this one. So let's say if I need to go get some supplies with Enzo, I gotta go do some vaults. I'm gonna come right here and I'm gonna hit X to apply the preset. We've applied it. Here we go, I'm Enzo. A quick switch. Put on your modules that you want for them, put on your reactor, your weapon, whatever it is. There you have it. Use your presets. A lot of people are not using the preset. This is going to save your life. It's going to save you a lot of time from switching things around. You won't need to. As you see, I just left them with the bunny reactor. I only use them to go for the vaults. That's it. So if I need to go back to my bunny, or if I need to go get some amorphous and I need a Sharon, I'm just going to come right here. I'm going to hit X to apply it, and I'm right here. I haven't even jacked her up. I'm never going to. So here we have it. Use your presets. It will make your life a lot easier. The next thing we're going to discuss is jumping. This is one of my favorite things. I'll see you in the game. Alright, we are here. I am all about pushing out DPS. I don't like animations. It kind of slows me down. Right? So when we're running and we got to do like a real high jump, right? I like to jump high. When we hit this ground, we're stuck in the animation. We don't want that animation. So here we go. Just before we hit the ground, do a jump. There's no animation, and you'll keep that DPS rolling. Second, when you're on a reload, okay, when you're on a reload, hit X and then roll. Hit X and then just roll. You kind of cancel out the reload, the whole reload. You can just keep the DPS going as you need it. Most importantly, don't get caught in a high jump and then you're stuck in that animation. And sometimes some enemies can freeze you. Next thing you know, I run a glass cannon build. I'm melted. So I can't get stuck. I gotta be on the move at all times. I don't want to get stuck. So you just do that quick little double jump. Pop it up. And then jump before you hit. Bosses. Let me teach you a trick with the bosses. I'll meet you in with a boss fight. Okay, so here we are in the boss fight, right? This boss is going to do a disappearing act.
Shield at 0%.
When that happens, don't hit the ground. Pop your move, your grappling hook, as you're falling. and go where you want to go. Oh, let me finish this boss
Shield
fight
down.
real quick.
Need to recharge my shield.
Thanks, Haley.
What? I don't have none for him. Man. That sucked. Gotta go farm some. But yeah, you don't want to, when the boss does their disappearing act, you don't want to land and then jump. Do it as you're falling. A lot easier, a lot safer, and it makes it so you're a more active participant and you're farther ahead because you're able to move around faster and to know what's going on as it's happening. A lot of people hit, they take a little bit of damage, or they don't get out in time from the explosion, and you can go down. You're just trying to stay alive longer and put in more DPS to the bosses. Okay, now we're looking at bosses, right? Let's talk about Freya. You got these people who have these awesome mobbing builds, right? And then they come in to do gluttony and they're running a Freya. Makes no sense because she's not going to do nothing because it's strong against what Freya's going to try to do. So it makes no point to come into a boss fight with a Freya for a gluttony. Not going to do anything. It's not going to do nothing. Right? I don't want to come in to do obstructor with my Haley. I'm gonna come in with my bunny. Very weak. So pay attention to the bosses. A lot of people, and you're gonna see there's just a lot of people who are absolutely brain dead when it comes to boss fights. It's unreal. It blows my mind that like 80% of the player base, their brains have been baptized in a shit-filled toilet bowl. It's crazy, right? There's really nothing else I can say on that issue. It's just, have the character for the boss, right? On another note, I never on any one of my builds ever have like a toxic resistance or let's just say pyromaniac. I'm not gonna have anything with fire resistance on. All my boss builds are glass cannons, or unless I feel like I need to beef it up a little bit, I'll add on some more hit points with the modules, right? But I'm not gonna take a module away to have a little bit of resistance for fire or electric or toxic. I'm not gonna do that. I want the DPS, right? So my play style may differ from yours. You can do whatever you want when it comes to the boss, but I'm just saying, coming into the pyromaniac with a bunny makes no sense. What's a bunny gonna do with its skill against a pyromaniac? Come into the pyromaniac with something where it's gonna benefit the team, not something that's not gonna do anything, like a Freya. They want to come into a boss fight and show off the Freya. Well, then do the boss fight with the Freya where it's very weak against Toxin. That's how you do that. And that is pretty much all I have to say. There are some pretty good tricks with a reconstructor device on how to get certain items from the reconstructor device. I'll be making a video on that in the future. It increases your odds greatly. Just remember, if you are trying to go for weapons and modules and to get your materials for being able to make your fine control adjustment accesses to make your weapons god rolled, right? Play those on hard at the highest difficulty at 400%. You're gonna have enough weapons, dismantle those weapons, and you're gonna be able to craft whatever you need in the game. Same thing with modules. You'll have enough modules to be able to combine or scrap whatever you need. Okay? I really don't have too much more to say on that. The main thing I wanted to put out there was the first couple minutes in the video where I was talking about leveling up. Do that in one spot. Do things to where it's going to save your grind later on. You want to be able to accumulate and have an easier time in the game. Not do 3 different things for every single thing. Do one thing that does many things. It'll make your life a lot easier. No doubt about it. It's gonna be, your time will be well spent. You don't want to waste your time because this game is already gonna take a lot of your time to get to where you want to be. So do that easier. To everybody out there, thank you for watching. Stay safe, be blessed, and have a great day.